Hello, 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 and welcome to another rendition of this Xbox Life. We are in episode 443. Yes, that is right, 443. And the title of this week's episode is A Gamer's Summer. Because that's what we are in, a gamer's summer, which means nothing is going on. That's about the
Pretty quiet.
easiest way to put it. Oh my gosh. Quiet's not, I mean, when you do a podcast, weekly podcast, and you go out there, it's like, what can we talk about? And of course, we only usually typically talk about Xbox. Um, there's nothing going on. I mean, next week we'll be able to chat about, the Destiny beta, possibly something like that. But, this week leading up to that, or it's just, there's just nothing, nothing really going on. But we're here anyways, and we're going to start off with what we always start off with, um, which is what we've been playing. So, Rob, have you played anything over
Yeah, I
the
played a
last week?
couple, two, three things. So first of all, the thing that just killed me this weekend was Clash Royale. The most ridiculous duel had the sudden death challenge. Oh my gosh. Spent so many games on this thing. It's crazy. If you haven't tried it, it's a good game.
What's this game?
Anyway,
Is that's the mobile game that I always see the commercials for?
no, that's probably Clash of Clans that you see commercials for. I don't think that they're advertising the other one too much,
Okay.
but it's a fun game. At least it's probably the funnest game I've ever played in mobile, and that's been going on now for about 18 months. Usually, most mobile games, I'm kind of done with them after a week. But anyway, outside of that, I did play some of the games that I picked up on the Ultimate Sale.
Okay.
Uh, I started up Far Cry Primal, and I figured, this game is a lot different than most, so let me give it a shot, see what it's all about. And I'm really getting caught up in like the ambiance. It's like not Stone Age, but you know, I don't know what you, not cavemen, maybe like cavemen, but people at least what 10, 20,000 years ago.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. I mean, you're running through the countryside, and you've really got to be wary of all the different animals that are out there. Like there's this one section where I'm like walking through there, and there's like all these goats that you have to like skin and get their hides, and you know and they're just like, I've got so many hides. I'm totally like ignoring them, and I'm by this water, and then I see this eagle like circling up above, and it swoops in and it grabs a goat with its talons, and it picks it up, and it's like carrying it away. I'm like, holy cow, that's pretty cool
Yeah, that's kind of
that
funny.
it did that. And then like 10 seconds later, an eagle attacks me and it's trying to pick me up. I'm like, oh, I don't like this so much. So apparently it's kind of a free for all over there. The hunters are also the hunted. And when the one of the best weapons that you have basically is a spear or a bow and arrow, it's a little different than some of these other games where you're out in the wilderness, like I don't know, Tomb Raider or such. Where you have really cool compound bows that are upgraded to the max and everything. And actually, it did remind me a little bit, a tiny touch of Tomb Raider, because when I play Tomb Raider, my absolute number one favorite weapon the entire game is the bow. I
Hmm.
don't know why. I really don't use the guns. Because you have
Yeah, I
you
use the
know
bow all the time too.
yeah, there's just something about it that's like really cool. And it was kind of interesting. I'm playing it, and I'm playing with the bow, and that alone reminds me of the Tomb Raider game. And then it's like you hear like little sounds in the background that are from Tomb Raider as well. Do these companies like share like audio assets or something?
Yeah.
But I guess you can only have so many of them.
Yeah.
But another interesting thing about that was I played I don't know if it was this morning or this afternoon, early this afternoon, and I stopped off at this one section. And you know how Ubisoft has that app of theirs, or that little Uplay, I don't know what you would call it. Not
Yeah, unfortunately I
you
do.
know, that system, whatever it is,
Right.
club.
Yeah.
So, of course they want you to tie in everything to Uplay.
Right.
And I got an email from them this afternoon. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't think I deleted it. Yeah, so I got an email from them. It says, continue your exploration. And it kind of tells me, like, it emails me to remind me to play. And it talks about the spot that I'm at.
Hmm.
That's, I'm surprised to see that. Well, I'm actually surprised more companies don't do this. But that was kind of interesting. It tells you, like, if you're stuck, there's streams. It links you to streams to watch and how to get unstuck, how to continue the game. But yeah, interesting game. Interesting game. It's a little something different. It is a little trippy, kind of. There's another section too where you are doing what, Vision Quest or whatever it's called. That was a little strange. But yeah, so Far Cry Primal, a little bit of an older game. It's been out, what, 6 months at least, maybe more.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. And then I also started playing a little bit of Oxenfree. This game came out within the last year. It's kind of like an indie game. It's really strange because you're playing this character and you're surrounded by these other characters where all they do is talk non-stop. Like
Okay.
like everybody's got some friend, coworker that just does not shut up.
And if you
Just
don't, guess what
talks.
that means?
What?
Every person has a coworker that just talks nonstop, and if you don't, what does that mean?
That's you.
You're the one. Yeah, so I'm the one that doesn't stop
Nice.
talking. That's me.
Okay, so you are the guy.
Yep, I'm the one.
Yeah, but I had heard great stuff about this game. It's been out on multiple platforms and such, but it's just so strange, just nonstop talking. It's just chatter, chatter, chatter about different things, and interesting, very interesting. And then there was another one. Oh, what was it called? Broken Age. This is done by Double Fine. Um, Kind of interesting game. I just booted it up just to see what it was about. I didn't give it a whole lot of time. Figured I'd come back to it, but looks like it's two stories. One is like some girl in some possibly magical realm that's going to get. Well, I'm not going to say what happens. There's something going on with her. She is destined to have something happen to her.
Mm.
And then there's like a little boy in like a non-magical realm. So the stories somehow intertwine. And again, very cartoony, kind of interesting. That's three games that I've tried that are different, which is kind of nice. Um, I think that's all of them. That's all I've really been playing. How about you, Brun?
Well, I played a round or two of Overwatch on PC. I did not fire up my Xbox really, and then I've been playing PUBG like crazy. Um,
On
I
pewter.
yeah, of course. I'm trying to see. I've been playing a lot with Soul Assassin. If everybody remembers Soul Assassin,
Hmm.
um, let me see what my stats are. So I play a lot of duos. I really don't do solo very often. Like I've done one solo match, um, and I've done. Let's see, I've played 4 squad matches, and I've played 40 duo matches with Soul. So, but yeah,
Oh,
yeah, a seven. 7.5% chance of win rate. Um, Somewhere it did show like top 10, like top what's your top 10 skill, but I like there are some websites out there that do like stats and stuff. So there's like PUBG Me, and I think it's called Master PUBG.
Okay.
Is two of the sites that like you can go in and put your name in and check your stats. So
Yeah, it must scrape the servers and
yeah,
get all the cool specifics for you.
yeah, this one looks like it's a little dated. So I got a 37% chance of being in the top 10. Of course, that's all Soul Assassin carrying me.
Yeah,
So,
you're
but
riding on his coattails.
yeah, but I mean, it's really fun. It's again, it's one of those things like where Soul and I land on one side of this area, and these other guys land on the other side, and we kind of meet in the middle as a fight. And every room we go into, it's nothing but like 1911s, and they come out with like machine guns. So it's just like we're definitely going to lose that battle. Um, but it's really fun. Like last night, we were in a spot, and the circle kept collapsing where we were at, so like we didn't have to move very much. And this one guy was camping this area, and he was killing
Campers hate them.
he was killing everybody coming through there, and he was like looting their bodies and stuff. He had a perfect spot, but the problem was behind him was Soul Assassin and I, and we were just waiting. We're just letting him do all the work, and then the circle finally moved behind us a little bit, so he had to come through us to get to the safe zone. So
Hmm.
we kind of spotted up a little bit, and he had to run to his vehicle, and but as running to his vehicle, he had to run directly into Soul Assassin. So he like gets up
Mm,
and starts running, and just Soul Assassin butchers him. And then we just
nice.
we just take all the good loot that he had, and we get in the
Yeah.
car and leave. So it's just like things like that. But it's
See ya.
yeah, it's really fun. So those are the other only two games I played this week. I'll be playing more PUBG tomorrow. If anybody's interested, you can go to my Discord, catch us on there. Soul Assassin and I are on there. My Steam accounts, BJSwick33, of course, if you look me up. Um, but other than that, on Wednesday, I may be playing a game where a person uses a bow and arrow. And I'm just going to leave
Okay.
it at that and let people imagine what game that might be. And then ask yourselves, how is that possible? So, just as a heads up.
Mm,
Hmm.
so mysterious.
Yes, I'll tell you later. So, but that's all I've been playing.
Okay.
Can't stop playing PUBG. It's insane. I yeah, it's crazy.
So says you.
Yep, yep. But other than that, we can move along to our gamers summer, and next up on that is Patreon.com. So if you go to the easiest ways to go, you can go to patreon.com/slash this Xbox Life. I think that's our quick link to Patreon. But I always say the easiest way is to go to this xboxlife.com/slash Patreon, and you can become a patron of the site. I think Mark's got to get a hold of our latest $10 patron so we can get him on the show. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe next week would be a good time because I think I may have to be off next week. It's either next week or the week after. I don't remember. I have to check my calendar. So, but for people who don't want to become a patron, and you want to donate, you can go to thisxboxlife.com/donate. Um, as Drano85 has done multiple times. So, of course, all this stuff is not required, or it's not expected. It is greatly appreciated when you do. So, so thank you everybody. So topics for today, people or my buddy mentioned at work, and I also had to take a look at it. But the Xbox had some updates. I noticed that finally you can do your custom gamer picks and put
Hmm.
them on, which is nice. I've been running my BJ Swick 33 emblem that I run on everything. I've had it on there for a while.
Well, it wasn't on everything, but now it is on everything.
Yes. Yep. So, just a quick thing. So they mentioned fan feedback, and actually, I got another thing here in a minute. Um, so you can upload custom gamer picks to your Xbox profile. Mixer co-streaming is now on console for everyone, so that one there is going to be interesting. Mark even mentioned it to me, and it might be something we could probably try one time, I guess, if we wanted to. Is it'd be interesting to do a live show multi-stream, um, if there's a way to watch all three of us on one channel, because it'd be neat just to kind of sit back and play a game while we're podcasting, or do a
Yeah.
podcast like that, just like a fun podcast. Um, so it's you and up to three of your friends can stream together in a single broadcast. Plus, never miss your friends' streams inside your club and arena tournaments. You can sign into your Xbox One with just one press of the Xbox button on your controller. Now you can make your controller truly your own. That's kind of cool. I like that. So that means like no matter where I take my controller, if I press it on, press the button, it's going to sign in to my account. Hopefully, maybe even under.
Wait,
Let's
what?
see. Yeah.
Are you
So
saying to take your controller like to somebody's house?
I think so. That's the way I'm reading it.
No, no,
Oh,
it's
I'll go into detail in here in a second. I'll look that
okay.
one up in detail. And then new
Because yeah,
user
okay.
generated tournaments for Killer Instinct, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Um, let's see. See, Xbox app on iOS and Android bring updates, bring support for LFG sharing, Game Pass browsing, and updated language location settings. Okay, so let's
Mhm.
look at this. Sign in seamlessly with your controller. Are there multiple people using your Xbox with multiple controllers? Okay. Um, you can now use a specific controller on the Xbox profile for easy automatic sign in. Once linked, will sign in to your Xbox with that profile when the controller turns on. You will be ready to play along with Xbox, blah, 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 blah. So it doesn't look like it. It looks like possibly if you set up with your friend's Xbox and your controller, um, you could probably, once you set it up, it looks like you could probably use it that way.
Yeah, because I've got this set up on my system, so my Elite controller is tied to my profile.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to choose yourself. Well, usually
Right.
there are a couple instances where you do have to choose yourself. But as soon as like I turn on my controller, then immediately it says, "Oh, that's Presar, not my son."
Right. Yeah, and I have my Xbox hooked up to my computer. The only other Xbox in the house is, Bradley's using it, and it's just set up to where he signs in automatically on his. I sign in automatically on mine, so
Mhm.
we don't really have to worry about that. So,
Yeah.
but that's really it for those. One thing I was going to mention, and I mentioned it to Mark a couple weeks ago, or last week, I think. If you open up the Xbox app on your PC or Windows 10 PC, um,
Okay.
let's see. Do you run the beta version or do you run the regular version?
I have both, but I usually only open up the yeah.
The you only open up the beta?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Since you're doing that, I'm looking on both real quick because I want to see if it's actually live yet. And people like, yes, if
Oh
you're
yeah.
watching me, my screen's getting dark and stuff because I'm covering up what I use the screens as my light.
Yeah.
Um,
Your front lights.
yeah, my front light. Okay, yes, it is on the regular one now. Cool. So if you open up the Xbox app and you go to settings, you'll be able to scroll about halfway down through general and you'll see party, the section of party. And when you get to section of party, you're going to be able to see um, volume. You're going to see speaker and you're going to see volume and microphone. And you're going to be able to select which sound device you want to use in that section. Which, if you guys remember, probably about a year ago, I opened up a ticket on uservoice.xbox.com to request for this exact feature, and it is now in there. And I went out and looked recently, and that thing got upvoted a good bit. So I actually posted a comment in there. I was like, "Hey guys, it's like good news, for everybody who's upvoted this. Thank you a bunch. It's in the beta version, and it looks like it's going to be rolled out here soon." So if people who don't know what this does is, it used to be whatever your default microphone and your default speakers were what you would hear when you did parties through the app. And for somebody like myself and Rob and Mark who have these elaborate setups and multiple sound cards and stuff, you could always like hear your echo, and or it would just be vice versa, or we had to change our sound settings and stuff, because typically every chat client or chat application I have, I run through my auxiliary channels. So that way all my streams and everything come through, and all my sound of my computer comes through one channel, and all my chats come through another channel, so I can individually control the volumes. Um, I couldn't do that with the Xbox app, so I couldn't do a party. So technically, I can bring people in a party now on my here and stream them into our stream if I wanted to, because I have the ability to select my my outputs and stuff through there. So I was super excited when I saw this. So it's actually really awesome news to see it.
Very cool.
So I was very happy, and now I got it set up on there too. So, but I'm trying to see if there's any difference between the two. Nope, looks like they're the same.
Yeah, I was just
So
looking into the settings. I mean, I never really go into settings on this thing.
yeah, there's
There's
a
actually
lot.
yeah, there is. I mean, there's a network status
Mm-hmm.
section
Yep.
that actually shows if Xbox Live services are up and running. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much that's use or how useful that is, but it also gives you a latency and packet loss performance measure, which
Yeah.
is kind of neat.
Yeah, it is really cool to be able to do that. I'm looking to see, like, oh, I see you on the Xbox app, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anybody on there that we could just like sneak into the show real quick and laugh at and then hang up on. Um,
And they supposedly what added fluent design to this. I don't
yeah,
really remember what it. I mean, it looks kind of the same to me, except the shading's a little different. Maybe that's the fluent design.
I had a Lowland Orphans a profile up. If he was by himself, I was going to bring him on the show real fast. He's one of our newer listeners and stuff that I've been playing with, but yeah, pretty cool. I like it. I was
Yeah.
very happy to finally see that. So, but, all right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Gamescom. So, Gamescom, I think, is the next big thing going on in August. When's Comic Con? Is it already passed, or?
Well, there's so many of them. Which
I
which one are you
know
talking
there's
about?
one every month, but Gamescom is the one over in, isn't over in Cologne, Germany?
It is in Germany, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Cologne
yeah,
in
Cologne, Germany.
August 20 on Sunday, August 20th.
Yeah, so Xbox is going to be there. I believe they even went last year too. I don't think it's one they skip out on.
Yeah.
But you can tune in Sunday, August 20th, 9 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific, to a special Xbox at Gamescom live show to get the latest latest news and announcements on Xbox One X. So I don't look for to see anything new that wasn't at E3, but sometimes they do sneak in things, stuff that maybe wasn't available at E3 to show. So maybe, I don't know. Example. This is example. I don't know for sure. But maybe an example would be you'll see more Crackdown. You'll see gameplay at Crackdown at Gamescom. You just don't know. So, but yeah, having a couple other things like Age of Empires at Gamescom, Xbox Fan Fest, Xbox booth. So, but
But
they will be there.
20th anniversary of Age of Empires. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, you can take the next one. It's all you on
Okay,
this one.
so yeah, exactly. So one of my favorite franchises has been Wolfenstein. The last couple that have come out, what the Old Blood, New Order.
Hmm.
I think that was, it. New ones. But anyway, Wolfenstein 2 is coming out later on this year. It's titled The New Colossus. And they announced that it will run at 4K with HDR on Xbox One X.
Cool. 60,
So
60 frames or 30.
5,000 billion million frames and pixels all at once.
Fluid. Let's just say fluid frames per second.
Real nice. It's going to be really nice.
Right. Cool.
So, this just shows that a lot of the games that are coming out are definitely getting the treatment.
Yeah.
So,
So that brings up a point though. One thing that I've noticed is it seems like a lot of the 4K packages or 4K updates for existing games are you're going to get them. They may be the checkered board version because I guess that is a simple way to do 4K. Is that whole checkerboarding stuff? It's what actually Sony does on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Um, but I would say any new games I don't think should be using that because if Microsoft states they're going to give you native 4K, you better pump out native 4K. So, because I don't think the system limits you from doing that. I think it all kind of falls on you at that point. So,
mhm.
because that's the last thing I want to hear is like, oh, it says native 4K, but you guys can't get native 4K. And it's like, well, some games are like Forza, so if they can do it, you should be able to do it. But,
Yeah.
so, but cool, 4K.
So, yeah. So we're getting to the point of where a lot of the games are going to start looking really
Mm-hmm.
pretty and colorful, and hopefully a lot more detailed than they are. So it's very cool.
Yep. All right.
Then moving on, we've got a couple more games that joined in on the backwards compatibility list. There were three more that were just recently added. One showed up in my queue, as I usually look at in the to be installed list, I think it is, in apps and games on the Xbox. And let's see, which one was it? It was a Street Fighter one. Oh, come on now. I just saw it. Supposed to fill up the silence, Brun.
No, well, I'm
Well,
trying
I'm
to
looking.
read. Well, okay, so I'm looking while you're looking at that. I was looking at
Yeah,
Fortnite. You remember Fortnite?
no.
It showed up at the Video Game Awards in 2011, and it was that cartoony looking. It was class based shooter, but it almost looked like a tower defense, like you're doing building and stuff. You
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about?
sure. Yeah, yeah.
It's supposedly finally coming out early access to the people who paid for early access. Um, be, it's supposed to be coming here soon. And I was trying to read and find out when it was actually coming because it says it's launching early access title on Mac, PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Bundles starting at $40, running through as high as $150.
Mm?
The final free to
Wow.
play release comes sometime in 2018. So it's
Mm.
kind of like if you pay for it, you get to play it early. And this is from Epic. I think this is like the last thing before um, what's his name left. Cliffy B left. Like I
Yeah,
think he started working on this and then left right after it was announced and went and did his own thing.
right.
So, but I'm trying to find a date other than just soon. So, but maybe
Well,
I can
while you're
find that.
looking, while
Yep.
while you're looking for that, I finally found mine. It was Super Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
Arcade Edition. So this must have been given out free or something at some point, because I don't think I would have bought this one. I usually fall into the button mashing. I don't really know what I'm doing in most of these games. So the three games that we had were Earth, Defense Force, Insect Armageddon, F1 2014, and Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
Hmm.
So apparently Super Street Fighter 4 had over 22,000 votes.
Jeez.
So that got it pushed up on the list there. So quite a big list in that backwards compatibility, or uh, quite a few games in that. And then lastly, a couple of the things that have been going on the past week, just like a quick recap or such. We talked briefly about gamer picks. So, those are finally there. They've been in backwards compatibility for a long time. Not backwards compatibility in the preview program. Getting all tongue tied here. In the preview program, insider program, whatever you want to call it, for quite some time now. And so, that's one thing that makes some of these features a little anticlimactic. Is you've had them for a while in the insider program,
Hmm.
and then when they finally hit, you're like, oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
old news. I've been there, done that. But another tidbit, and I know a lot of the listeners are going to be just grief stricken over this, but Xbox Fitness has finally shut down.
Bye bye.
Yeah, it was a ambitious undertaking with the Connect. What was it? You paid a certain amount of money per year or something like that. First year was free with gold,
I
and
can't.
then you could,
I don't even remember, to be honest.
yeah,
I think I launched it like right at the beginning. I was like, oh, let's see, and it's like, oh wait, all the programs also cost money. I was like, never mind.
yes.
It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
forget it. I'll go outside myself. So,
And this thing basically showed you how pitifully out of shape you are. Is
something I already know.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of neat. I remember trying it a couple of times, and one time I almost threw up, which was interesting. But it would actually get your heart rate and stuff
Yep.
somehow with the colors and you with the Connect. But since nobody really likes the Connect anymore, that was the main draw, or the main thing that Xbox Fitness needed. So bye bye.
Yep.
And then the one thing that's been the topic of discussion is 4K upgrades with Xbox One X.
Okay.
Is it going to be free? Are they going to charge you? Is it going to be part of a season pass?
Free.
How are they going to deliver this stuff? So, um, I guess that remains to be seen with
They're
every
gonna
single title.
they're gonna have to be free.
They should be free.
I mean, they're gonna have to be. The only company I could see, or only company slash developer I could see that would charge you for 4K upgrade pack is Bungie and Activision.
Yeah.
And you would pay for it and they would give it to you a year later. That's the only company I could see doing it because they are the only company that I think rips off people right now. So they are
Hmm.
the main ripping off publisher slash developer in gaming that we have today.
Thieves.
Yeah. So they're the only ones I don't care about. And definitely since it's 4K upgrades on Xbox. I mean, they absolutely despise and hate Xbox gamers. So they would probably charge you twice as much and give it for any 4K free
Yeah.
upgrades um, to PS4 players. So just as, of course in my opinion.
Yeah.
as I as I still wait for my stuff.
There was a question that was put out to Microsoft on Twitter
Mm.
as to will the enhancements for games be free? And Aaron Greenberg responded back, any title you own that adds a 4K update will be done for free.
There you go.
but we'll see.
Well, it's going to be free. Everybody's going to have to download it because that was the other story. A little, or if you have an Xbox One X yeah, if you have an Xbox One X, you will be downloading the 4K packs for free, regardless if you have a 4K TV or not, because you're getting the super sampling. If you remember the whole super sampling story.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
So yes, you're going to be downloading them. Yes, they're going to be free. So. But
I'm curious to see if there's going to be some companies that come up with like, let's say like Destiny 2 regular edition is regular, and then the deluxe version for $80 has 4K.
Well, you should be hit for mentioning that because I'm telling you, Activision is listening, and that is the next Call of Duty versions. Call of Duty will be the first one to do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, if any company, like I said, and this is against Activision. I mean, we all know what they do. Like, oh, $20 for this map pack upgrade, which is 2 maps and 3 old ones. That type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, they'd be the first ones to do it. A lot of people would probably think EA, but I think it'd be Activision first. So I think EA is kind of going down that route of giving all the upgrades and updates to games for free, to not splinter people. They did it with they're doing it with the next Star Wars Battlefront, and they're starting to do that thing with Battlefield. Like if anybody has premium, then everybody gets premium. And there was an announcement that everybody's getting the very first premium map packs for free just to do it, which was kind of making a lot of people who bought premium angry, which I'm one of them. Was I angry? A little bit, a little bit bugged, but all I said is like, hey, if you guys want to make me happy, just give me a key to the PC version so I can own 2 versions of the game. I'll be happy with that. So if you're going to give it away, but I think this whole season pass stuff has got to go. It's just, I mean, you gave it a ride. A lot of people, at first it was a good deal, and now it's just such a common thing to where people, I believe, are leaving stuff out of games now, just to charge you more money for something. Um, just make the games $80 if you want to get more money out of everybody. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but all right. That Fortnite thing, I found it. So it says Fortnite will release worldwide PS4, Xbox One, PC on July 25th. If you purchase one of the special editions, you will gain access to the Fortnite the Founders Pack. This will give you access to the game on the 21st, which is early access to the early access. It's being called a head start, so there isn't anything special about it. You just get to pay a little extra money to play the game before others get to play it. So it is going to be free to play, but what they're doing here is they're trying to raise money. Obviously, the money you're paying is going to help fund the rest of the development of the game. So there you go. But
Okay.
any more news?
Just the last thing is,
Oh,
looks
okay.
like Microsoft has redone the setup experience. So if you go through and do a like a system reset on your Xbox, you will be treated to Fluent Design and a couple other things. So I don't know if that really affects anybody, but it's cool
Ooh.
that they're updating it. Yay!
Fluent design.
Yes,
All right.
that's the new material design, right? Material
Material.
design that was so last year.
Mm. Material design, so pretty. Trying to do something in material design right now
Yeah,
that I'm having a fit with. So yeah, darn angular material.
yeah.
But oh, all right. So with that being said, that is the end of our somewhat new slash round table for our gamers summer, and now for our gamers summer community. We don't have any emails. We don't have any voicemails. We don't have any Twitter messages. We don't have any Facebook messages. We don't have any Xbox Live messages. But to do any of those, go to thisxboxlife.com. You can click on contact to send us an email. You can click send voicemail to send us a voicemail. Or if you want to record your voice and email it directly to us, or send us an email directly without going to our website, you can do that at contact@thisxboxlife.com. Our Twitter account is thisxboxlife.com/Twitter. Facebook is thisxboxlife.com/Facebook, and that goes to our Facebook group, which is closed, but just send a request. And like I said, for people that are on Xbox or whatever, send us a message if you don't get in right away. The number of spam is crazy. We're getting like 3 or 4 requests a day. It seems like my phone has constantly got this person wants to join, this person wants to join,
Yeah,
this
we're on
person wants to join.
some kind of bot list or something.
It's something. So, but yep, do that. And I think that hits all that. So what's new for the week and games?
Sure. Coming up this week, got a couple of things here. First of all is on July 19th, which is Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have What Remains of Edith Finch. This looks, the graphics look interesting on this game. Also, Moon Hunters on the 19th. Gigantic 1.0 finally releases on the 20th. I got to play this game early on when it was alpha, I think, alpha or early beta. And it was a lot of fun. I haven't tried it since. But also Fortnite. Where did I hear that from before?
Yep.
Recently.
Yep.
July 21st, early access for pre-orders. And Conga Master on July 21st. I don't understand this game. This looks I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah. Top-down conga lines with people on a stage.
So, one more thing to add to your thing for what's coming out this week is Destiny 2 beta. Start times and beta access are the following. Destiny 2 PS4 beta early access start time is July 18th. Destiny 2 Xbox One beta start time is July 19th. Destiny 2 open beta start time for all players on all consoles is July 21st at 10 a.m. Destiny 2 beta in time for all players on all consoles is July 23rd. Destiny 2 beta PC beta start time is sometime in late August. More to follow because we said it was coming out on PC and they don't know what they're doing. So that is that. So if you're smart and you didn't pre-order on Xbox, you get to start on the 21st at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. PST. So all of them are 10 p.m. Pacific. So the 21st is what? That is Friday. This coming Friday. So, and you get to play it up through Sunday. So Friday to Sunday. So yes, next weekend, I might have some info on the Destiny 2 beta. Because that might be the only way I get to play it. So
yeah.
But how's Games with Gold?
Games with Gold. Got a
just kicked over.
Yeah, a couple new games. They just switched over. We have Runbow and Grow Up for Xbox One, and the backwards compatibility title, or the Xbox 360 title, is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. So it's Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. Lego games are usually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I can't believe there's so many of them.
There are a ton of Lego games.
Oh, just looking at the list because I clicked on it in Xbox One app, so it also showed a whole ton of others like Hobbit, Lego Worlds, City Undercover, Marvel's Avengers, Jurassic World.
You got Harry Potter,
Yeah,
Indiana Jones.
yeah. Well, that's the old ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whole bunch of Batman ones,
Batman.
Avengers, Marvel. Yeah, crazy.
It is crazy.
And the funky thing is they're all pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Later games are fun little games.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that's that, and then I have too many windows open here.
Oh, you
Okay,
got a
so
draft or something? Is it cold there?
yeah,
Get it? Just kidding.
yes. Whoa.
No, I was kidding. Yeah.
So if you if you make any purchase on Amazon, make sure to use our affiliate link. You can find that at thisxboxlife.com/Amazon or on our homepage. Just click on the big Amazon logo. Do that each and every time that you make your purchases on Amazon. Doesn't matter what you buy, how little or how much. We get a teeny tiny itty bitty finder's fee for sending you in their direction. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and it really helps the show out. Also, if you're an iTunes user, find our podcast on iTunes. Give us a rating. The more 5-star ratings that we get, the more noticed we will be by the iTunes folks, and we'll move up the rankings so more people can find us and grow the community. And I believe that's all for the show. Do you have anything else before we close up at just under an hour?
Yeah, I just checked my phone, and it's funny because the Facebook thing. Within 29 minutes, we had 3 more requests.
Oh, nice.
So, but no, I do not. We will be here next week. May I think see if Rob can reach or Mark can reach out to our latest $10 person. I may not be here next week. It depends. I think Rob or Mark's going to be hosting. Um, so we're still trying to work out his one last audio issue. So, but yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Do you have anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Well, I'm Brun BJ Swig 33.
And I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Good night.